Okay, should be good to go.
Okay, oops. All right. Okay, well, welcome everybody. I will call this January 16th, 2024 meeting of the Whatcom County Fire Protection District Number 4 Board of Commissioners to order. And we'll start with roll call. Steve Cooley, I'm Commissioner.
Mark Land, Commissioner.
Jason Vanderbeek, sorry, Fire Chief.
Habit to wait for the third commissioner, who will note had told us ahead of time he would not be able to be here. So we have a quorum and we will proceed. All right, I will, do we have anybody waiting in the wings for public comment, Chief?
No, sir.
We do not. Okay, so I will open and close the public comment period. And moving on to the approval of the consent agenda, all matters within the consent agenda have been distributed to each member of the Board of Commissioners for review, are considered routine, and will be enacted by one motion of the board with no separate discussion. If separate discussion is desired, that item may be removed from the consent agenda and placed on a regular agenda by request on the regular agenda. Today's consent agenda consists of our meeting minutes from December 11th, staff reports, financial reports, voucher, payroll, and benefits, which include a district deposit payroll of a direct deposit payroll of $12,301.77 and a monthly expenditure voucher of $1,127. Total expenditures for January are listed at $13,428.77, which is just the addition of those two items. Any request for any of these items to be moved onto the regular agenda? Seeing none from Commissioner Land, we will move on to section D of our agenda, unfinished business. Yes, sir.
Just a point of order, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
oh, I'm sorry. We have to
approve that.
Yes.
Approve the consent agenda.
Yes, sir. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm sorry, I talked over. Did you make a motion to approve it?
I did.
I will second that motion. And all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. Thank you, Mark. All right, now moving on to unfinished business, which is the previously introduced resolution 2024-01 for our 2024 meeting dates. And I will scroll down to that briefly here. And there it is. Okay. So having seen this, I have no questions about it. Mark, do you have any
Nope.
comments before we? Okay. So remind me, I don't know why I'm not remembering this. Do we make a motion to approve and then I read it, or do I read it first?
Well, it almost. Oh, sorry, Jason.
Okay.
Read it. Go ahead and you can read the
main
resolution title, the bold part, and then just the be it resolved.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Whatcom County Fire Protection District Number 4, Resolution 2024-01, a resolution of the Board of Fire Commissioners of Whatcom County Fire Protection District Number 4 to establish 2024 meeting dates. And therefore be it resolved that the Board of Fire Commissioners of Whatcom County Fire Protection District Number 4 conduct its regular meetings for the year 2024 at 12 p.m. unless otherwise noted. And be it further resolved that the regular scheduled meetings be held virtually or at Station 12 located at 4142 Britton Loop Road, Bellingham, Washington, 98226, as follows as it pertains to the Open Public Meetings Act. Any budget study sessions regarding dates, times, and locations have yet to be determined. So the meetings are scheduled right for today, February 12th, March 18th, April 15th, May 13th, June 17th, July 15th, August 12th, September 16th, October 15th, November 12th, and December 16th of 2024. And then passed and approved this 16th day of January 2024 by the Board of Fire Commissioners of Whatcom County Fire Protection District Number 4.
So I would move that we adopt resolution 2024-01 establishing our meeting dates.
And I would second that motion. Any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries 2-0. All right. And that takes care of the listed unfinished business. On to new business. First item listed is board officer elections. As we discussed at our previous meeting, I believe we tentatively agreed upon the slate of officers amongst ourselves. But I guess I will entertain nominations for, I guess we need to do that for president and for vice president or vice chairman, chairman and vice chairman, correct? Is that the way to do that?
Yeah, we kind of talked about it, staff quo. I think I may have unofficially nominated you and, Tim to
You did.
basically hold your positions. So.
Okay. Would you care to make a nomination today to do that?
Yeah, sorry. So I'd nominate Steve Cooley to continue on as president again this year and Tim Johnson as vice president. And I'll be the supporting cast.
All right. So technically chairman and vice chairman, I believe, are the titles.
Sure.
No worries. I will second those motions. And just will note that Tim was also obviously at that meeting and agreed to continue in his role as the vice chairman. So any discussion further on that slate of officers? No further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0 in Tim's absence. All right. Now that brings us to basically I didn't see any correspondence. There was a note about the state's increase in the fire commissioner compensation, which is in the packet and self-explanatory. I was glad that they included the historical information. That was interesting to see. I'm assuming that was the state that provided that, Chief?
State Fire Commissioners Association provided that.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. And
I had
go ahead, Mark. Yeah.
Unless you're not done with that one, Steve.
Sir, go ahead.
I was wondering, I got the email, I'm sure we all did, the declaration of protest of Whatcom County Council Resolution 2023-54. I was just wondering if, who's driving that, or do we need to be doing anything, or just if we, sit on the sidelines, or we, signifying our agreement with it, or just I'm just not sure what that process is.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chief.
For that, yeah, that was originally authored by I want to say Fire District 1 and maybe Fire District 14 were the original authors. And there are some districts that are putting that resolution before the board under their own resolution number, making it their own, and then choosing to send it to the county. It's included for your review this time. And if you wanted to take action on it, I think that would be appropriate at the February meeting once you've had, like I said, time to read it. And if you want to ask me questions or ask other commissioners questions about where it came from, the crux of it is, or the kind of the genesis of it was obviously the county doing that with the study, consolidation study. And that's where it came from. And it's more, it's my understanding, this is a commissioner driven resolution, but it's my understanding that it's more to kind of draw the line in the sand of, hey, we are actually our own independent government entity, and you're welcome to collaborate with us. And we've been working on some of these issues by ourselves. Just let's give, it's kind of pushing back against the lack of respect that was inferred by the commissioner in the way the county council did things.
Yeah. Some of us experienced that firsthand. So, I think it'd be a good idea to maybe bring this back next month when Tim, is present. And Jason, do the other districts that are basically moving forward with it, are they essentially using this as a template, or are they tweaking it a little bit?
From my understanding, they're using that exact one. That has been that was gone over by Richard Davis of Schmeling, Sick and Davis, who is an attorney that represents probably half or more of the districts in the county. If you'd like Mr. Quinn to take a crack at it, you know, we can do that, but it's been vetted by an attorney that I'd say a lot of the many of the districts you use here in the county. Yeah, they're just putting their title on it, making it the districts, and then signing and sending it in.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Steve, if it's okay with you, I wouldn't mind holding this over till next month, and then maybe having a discussion when Tim's with us.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, in particularly because how did that get communicated to us? I'm not able to pull it up right now. I recall seeing it.
I think I got it from that mailing list, the county fire something or other.
Yeah, it's the Fire Commissioners Association.
Yeah.
That you're all in by default. Did you not get it? Would it come from Holly Linville?
Think so.
Yeah, Holly, yeah, I probably did because, like I said, I remember seeing something about that, but I don't recall reading the text of the resolution. So
I'll send it back out to you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's absolutely. Yep. Let's put that on the agenda for the next meeting, and I will make sure I'm well versed in that by that time. Yep. Do we see a need to have our own attorney review that? Or, I mean, we could obviously do that after our next meeting, but I guess I would be interested in getting his take on it, just to be sure that he doesn't see something that we, maybe need to avoid. What are your thoughts, Mark?
Well, I mean, I think I heard Jason say that. I think I heard Jason say that one of the other fire district attorneys had vetted it. I mean, I would defer to you if you want our attorney, because it'll have our names and stuff on it. Fine, but all things being equal, I was guessing it might be a way to save a few $100.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and I'm good with not necessarily asking him to do that right now. Once I read it, and if we change our minds, we can always ask him to do that later before we.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so we'll put that on the agenda for the February meeting, Chief.
Will do.
If you would, that'd be great. Thank you, Mark, for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Also, since we're sort of on to the agenda items for the next meeting. I would like to, we can chat offline about the form this will take, but it's probably a good idea for us once a month now to start talking about, or at least updating everybody on what we're doing with the additional funding the constituents have provided us for the station rehabilitation. Yes. And also the fire engine purchase. So I figured in January that we'd still be wrapping up our fiscal stuff from last year and getting an idea how this is all going to work. But so we'll put some sort of an update agenda every month starting February for that. And I can get with you offline on how we can do that. Perhaps we could produce even a summary document or something to include in the packet just to keep people informed, but we can talk about it. Any comments on that, Mark?
Nope. Sounds good.
Okay, great. Okay, any other items for, so a board meeting attendance we skipped for next February. I think I'm good for the 12th of February. Any problems with that? Okay. Any other agenda items for the next meeting that we can think of right now?
Don't think so.
Okay, great. Well, as I advised the chief, I am not in the state right now, so I will be home Thursday night and we'll sign documents on Friday morning. So Mark, you'll be
try to run over there this afternoon.
Right. All right. Anything else for the good of the order? All right. Good to see you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.